79 degrees, and it's just 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if that's true. I'll check my phone and see if it really is. Well, we're downtown Knoxville, and we just passed 2 policemen on horseback, which we've never seen before. And we're seeing these people with dogs with clothes on them. Like this one right here. It's got like a pink dress and a black and white striped sweater. So I don't know if they've had an event down here of some kind this morning or what's going on. There comes another little one. I think there's St. Patrick's Parade maybe next weekend. That might be what it is, St. Patrick's Day. Mass General is on the left. Right there. Tennessee Theater. It's a beautiful theater. The Tennessee Theater on the left. I probably should have went toward Market Square and found this. Trying to find a parking place here at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's a little difficult. Well, the farmer's market will be up here. Downtown Knoxville's so pretty. Yes, look at that little park right there. Cress's department store. I used to work at one in the 1970s, I guess, or late 60s. Downtown is pretty in Knoxville. Well, I didn't do a very good job of videoing while we were in Knoxville. That was my first trip downtown Knoxville, and I think it's going to be my last. I just don't do well in big cities and the big high buildings on each side, and I just feel like I'm claustrophobic or something in these big cities. And it was so crowded. Parking was terrible. You couldn't find a parking place anywhere. And we finally found a parking garage that was free and had to walk quite a ways back up to Main Street. So we went there because of Mass General Store. Dawn had bought some cute tops there, but while we were in Greenville is when she bought them. And she didn't try them on. And so she needed a different size. So she took those back to Mass General Store in Knoxville, downtown, and they did have the right color and the right size there for her. So she was able to get those exchanged. And I did buy a top there too. I bought a new top. It was under winter clearance, and it's really cute. So from there, we went to a place. She had sent me a text before we left and said, I've got a new adventure for us, a place for us to go while we were there, and for me to be thinking France. And I thought, what on earth? In Knoxville, related to France. And it ended up being this big warehouse that she had learned about, where the owner brings in container loads of furniture from France. And she thought it would be a fun place for us to browse through and see what all he had. But it was closed on Saturday. But the sign says they're open on Saturdays, but there was no one there, so we didn't get to check that out. And from there, we went to Dillard's, and she did find a wedding dress. I'm saying a wedding dress. It's not a wedding for a bride, a bridal dress. She's a step grandmother, and she just wanted to find a nice dress to wear to this June wedding, to her step grandson's wedding. So she did find one at Dillard's in Knoxville, but they didn't have her size. So they ordered it and had it shipped to her home. So maybe when it comes and it fits, that will be the one. And if not, we'll still be searching for her address. But we also went to Turkey Creek, an area called Turkey Creek, and it's a big complex with a lot of shopping places in there. We didn't buy anything. And then we had lunch at a place called Emma's Southern Cooking, and it was pretty good. It's just a little hole in the wall place, and it was dinner time, and it was starting to get busy, and they had live music. A guy brought in a guitar and was sat outside and was singing songs, and I had a taco salad, but it's not like I'm used to having taco salad. It had the taco meat seasoning on a bed of lettuce and some cheese and some beans of some sort in it, and just a little cup of the pico. And I put that on it, and it was just so dry. And so I asked for another cup of pico, and they brought that. It's just a little tiny cup. And I put it on there, and I thought, it is still dry. It's going to choke me trying to eat this. So I asked if they had any kind of salad dressing. I asked for taco sauce, but they said they didn't have any taco sauce. So I said, do you have any kind of salad dressing? She said, you want some ranch? And I said, yes, please. So that ranch salad dressing on it was good and helped it not be so dry that I could eat it, but it was good. But it'd been better with taco sauce on it. But we came home, and that was our trip to Knoxville. So I'll try to do better at videoing when I get out more, but when I get really busy, I just forget to video. Hey you all, and welcome back to my Appalachian life. Guess what? You are in my newly remodeled kitchen. This is the first episode, and it's not completely finished yet, but it's almost there. So I'm going to make a cake for our prayer group meeting in the morning, and I thought I'd just go ahead and film it. And you can see my pretty white cabinets and my quartz countertops and my farmhouse stainless sink. So I'm really happy with the way everything has turned out. So the cake that I'm making today is called a praline cake. And it is so easy and quick to make. It's one of these that you want to keep on hand when you need to make something in a hurry, and you're not spending a couple of hours in the kitchen trying to get something put together. So if you're having company coming over or something, you can just pull this out and throw it together, and everybody loves it, and it's a delicious cake. So what you need is a box of butter pecan cake mix, and this is the Betty Crocker brand. And you will need a tub of coconut pecan icing, and that's the Pillsbury brand I'm using today. And you will need 1/4 of a cup of oil, and I've got mine measured out here, and I'm using canola oil. That's what I had. And you need a cup of chopped pecans and 4 eggs. So what I have in this bowl, I've already put the cake mix in and the 4 eggs. So I'm going to go ahead, you just dump everything together at once in the bowl. So I've got my cake mix and the 4 eggs. There goes the 1/4 cup of oil. And we're going to put in this whole can of coconut pecan icing. And I hope I can find what I need. I'll use this. I just got all of my dishes washed and utensils and everything, trying to get the kitchen put back together. So I may not be able to remember where I put stuff for a while, but I'll find it eventually. I gave this recipe to my friend Carol. I made it for her and Ted one time, and they both loved it. And she asked for the recipe, and she couldn't believe how easy it is. And I think she's made it several times since then. All right, let me throw that tub away. And now I'm going to add the pecans. And that's it. Let me check my recipe. Butter pecan cake mix, coconut pecan frosting, 4 eggs, 4th cup of oil, a cup of water. Almost forgot that. 1 cup of water and a cup of chopped pecans. So let me get the water. I'm going to put my glasses on to make sure I'm not misreading the recipe. Yes, 1 cup of water. Sometimes my eyes don't work properly. I know I need to go back to the eye doctor to have my eyes examined, and I probably need glasses. But I hate wearing glasses, and I tried the contacts. I used to wear contacts before, years ago, and I liked it. But then I had the LASIK surgery, and I didn't need glasses anymore. But now my eyes have digressed, and I need help. So I'll get there. Anyway, now I'm going to turn this hand mixer on and just mix this up until it's nice and smooth. And I won't make you all listen to this mixer going, so I'll come back to you once it's mixed up. All right, I've got this mixed up nice and smooth. I mixed it with the hand mixer for a couple of minutes. It's all it took to make sure everything was good and incorporated. I have a 10-inch Bundt cake pan, and it's old, you can tell. And I'm just going to spray this cooking spray. It's Baker's Joy that I'm using. And a little tip, don't spray the pan until you're ready to pour your cake mix in, because if you spray it to begin with, all of that just slides to the bottom off the sides. So just do it right before you pour your cake batter into the pan. All right, and I'm going to tap it to get the bubbles out. And it's going in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 50 to 60 minutes, I think is what the recipe says. Yes, 50 to 60 minutes. So just keep an eye on it. And when the toothpick comes out clean, you know it's done. So let's get it in the oven. This is the first time I'm using my oven, so I hope it works. I've got it set at 350. It's already preheated. And I've got the rack set on the middle position. So I'm going to slide that right in. And we'll be back when it's done. Okay, it's been 50 minutes baking, and I stuck a toothpick in and it came out clean. So I think it's done. I'm going to let it sit here and rest in the pan for maybe 10 minutes, and then I will turn it out. Well, the cake turned out really delicious, and everyone loved it at our little prayer group the next day, and even took some home with them. And one of the ladies messaged me and said her husband loved that cake. So y'all try it. It's really easy, and it's one of those recipes that you want to keep on hand, and it's really good to have when you're in a pinch and you need to make a dessert for something. So it's called Praline cake, and the recipe will be in the description box below this video as usual. So thank you all for watching the video, and I appreciate every one of you. Appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten, and I hope you all have a blessed day and just keep walking in the light. See you next time.